Well, good morning, and we are so excited to have you here at boot camp. My name is Holly Langer-Evans, and I am one of the training officer staff, and we are thrilled to have you here. You are so fortunate to be here. Not only are you going to have a full day, and we are going to make sure your brains are so tired by the time 4:30 gets here. All right, because we're going to exercise those brain cells. You have here so many wonderful staff members who are subject matter experts. I mean, they know their stuff to such great detail. And they are going to be here to train you. And not everybody gets this opportunity in such a small group to have that experience. And you're going to have it. And that is wonderful. And one of the reasons we broke you up into these individual groups is so that you have an opportunity to meet new people and to begin your networking experience. Because part of all of this today and tomorrow through Friday is for you to network. Coming to an FSA conference is a wonderful experience, not just because of the information you're going to learn here, because there is so much information, your brains are going to be so tired. Okay? You can't possibly remember everything, and that's okay. A lot of it is just the experience, getting familiar with terms and information, and networking, meeting federal student aid staff, meeting contractors, meeting each other, and other people from other parts of the country that you're going to start getting to know and having a phone call, because they're like institutions. How are you doing it? What is your policy and procedure? And that's what you want to do. And this is your opportunity to do it. All right? This is the value that's added from coming to a conference. It's money well spent for that plane ticket and that hotel fare. It's great. So let's get an opportunity to know each other. So we have this great little opportunity. And Mike, could you, do we need to introduce some folks? Oh, you get to do that. Because I don't know everyone that's here that walked into the room. Is it our, here you go.
I'll use this microphone.
Now I'm not in trouble, turn it off.
Hello? You got hold it, Mike? Testing? Okay, we're good. All right, I have not yet introduced myself. My name is Mike Ruggless. Some of you probably got a confirmation email from me last week. So we've project-led a lot of this, but I do want to take a few minutes. We do have a special guest, General Mark Brown, who is our Chief Operating Officer at Federal Student Aid. Going to welcome you, give some comments, and General Brown, thanks for stopping by to come see us.
Are you all smart? Can you hear me? Do I need a microphone? Yeah? You okay? I come from a culture where we all talk loud, so it's natural for me to talk loud. So this is, as I understand it, boot camp, right? FSA boot camp, do I have that right? Yeah. And how do we get the term boot camp? Anybody know? Where'd that come from? Because where I come from, boot camp has a whole other meaning to it, right? So I'm just wondering, it's a great term. And from what I understand, it means that you've probably been a judge about one to maybe not more than 5 years. And this is where we do some of the blocking and tackling of training required so that you can be effective in it. Is that right? Is that right? I got it right? So let me just tell you a quick story about why I wanted to make sure I got by here and why I got a chance, wanted to get a chance to talk to you. And why I think it's so important, and I'm so happy that you took the job that you did. So we don't really do federal student aid in Washington. Now that's going to be a shock to some people. Probably when I get home, they're not going to like it, right? If I say, we don't really do it, we kind of do the policy of it. We do the administration of it. We have a large financial portfolio. We fight for money over with Congress. We do all of those kinds of things. But you know where it really happens? You know where the rubber really hits the road? Where does it really hit the road? I'll tell you where it hit the road about 36 years ago. 36 years ago, it hit the road from a young man who was in Chicago on the south side and wanted to go to college and didn't have enough money to do so at the end of the day. It hit the road when I was able to meet someone at the school that I went to. I went to a school that at the time was called the Tuskegee Institute down in Alabama, and was later named Tuskegee University. And guess who I got to meet? A financial aid administrator, the one working in the office. And I didn't know a lot. Look, I wasn't sharp as tool with the shed back in those days. So I didn't know a lot about who did what and how it all worked. I got some help from school counseling. But it was this lady who I still remember. Thornton was her last name. In fact, she's still around. I still see her when I go down for alumni events at Prestige. Who sat me down and told me the ins and outs of a form that at the time was filled out with a number 2 pencil. So, because of that conversation, and because she knew her job in and out, and because I had a relationship with Ellie for the next 4 years, I was able to kind of see my way through to the next step. See my way through to getting through college and getting the financial assistance that I needed to do so. And I didn't know, by the way, at that age that there was anything in Washington called the Federal Student Aid Office. I did not know that. I knew there was a Department of Education, but if you would ask me the next question, I would have failed. But I knew the person on the ground that helped me out. I knew the person that I got to see, and as far as I was concerned, that was the start and the end of it. That was how I went about doing it. So that is what you all get to continue to do. And that's why I think it's such an important job, and I'm so happy that you decided to do it. You know, if you look at our demographics, and I think we talk about it in different ways, right? We put out $120 billion a year. We got $1.5 trillion, of which 90% is student loans. We don't want the amount of loans to go up, right? Because we want people to find other ways to go to school. We want them to have good fiscal literacy. We want all those things to happen. But a lot of that will happen because of what you're able to engage with them on and how you're able to teach them and lead their way. So this week, I hope that this is it's your first conference. Study it all up. Don't worry about the weather outside. It's all right. It's okay. You're inside. So don't worry about it. You got here. Go to as much of this as you can. Meet as many people as you can. Continue to stay in contact with them. Learn from the incredibly smart folks that are around on the outside who can teach you and help you and give you tools to be successful when you get home. And then when you get home, take care of the reason that we do this. And that is the students that are trying to take this bridge to the next level. So again, I appreciate the team giving me just a few minutes to greet you and wish you well in your new jobs or your new couple of year jobs. And then I want to stop and ask you, are there any questions you want to ask of me? If you have any, I'd be glad to entertain you. Have any questions? Good. I didn't think you would. I just threw that out. I just threw that out there to shock you a little bit. All right, but I will leave. You won't have any questions for me, and that's okay. But don't let these guys leave without them asking them any questions that you have. All right? Thanks a lot. Thanks, and good luck to you.
I told you you were lucky. No going to those slot machines, though. All right, so let's do our next exercise, because I want you to start your networking now. But before you start, we're going to start. So let me show you how this is done. May I please have one of those little containers? I hope you all like M&Ms. Who doesn't like M&Ms? And I have refills. So you're going to take one, shake one out. I have a red one. Tell something about yourself, true or false, and ask your group if it's true or false. I flew a plane. I love skiing, and I love to sew. What do you think is false? I hate skiing, but I did fly a plane. I used to be a financial aid director at an aviation school, and I had a student who had problems, and I went to the president and I said, oh, please, you got to give her a chance. She just has some people skill issues. She goes, if you believe in her so much, have her take you up and for a lesson. And I said, oh, dear Lord, be careful what you ask. And I did, and she ended up doing very well. So what I'd like to do is now from the staff that's here today to do the same exercise, so you get to meet them, and then you're going to do the same exercise at your table. Ready to do that? Okay. Mike, it's your turn.
Which color am I doing?
Well, whatever you shake out.
Oh,
All by chance, buddy. And then look for your question.
my question.
And look for your question. And enjoy the other man.
Oh, I got 3.
Some people don't know how to play by the rules. Or they like M&Ms. I don't know. What makes you happy and why?
What makes me happy? My wife and I have a 4-year-old Sheltie. And so he is, I don't have a picture, so I apologize. So just picture a little Sheltie, lots of hair. But he is our special little world. And no matter if we've had, one heck of a day or a crappy day or whatever, he's always in a good mood. So he always puts us in a good mood when we come home to see him. So that's one thing that makes us happy. Yeah. Oh, I guess I got it.
Introduce yourself. Okay.
Let's see, what color do I want? I don't have a choice. I'm not taking that one because it's already there. They don't come out one at a time.
Oh, well, aren't you lucky? I had no trouble, though.
Okay, what career did I have before financial aid? That's funny because I actually graduated from CUNY, Baruch College, and there was a career day, and the Department of Education was at the career day, and I got the job before I graduated. So I have been with the department since I graduated from college. It's been a long time. My name is Natasha Webb. I am in the New York Regional Office. I am a training officer there, which means that I travel around the country to do the fundamentals training or the conference trainings that take place. And that is the gist of what I do with the department right now. Used to be a program reviewer, so for about 20 years, I went around doing program reviews. Okay, green, what is my hobby? I have many hobbies. I love to travel. I love the islands. I've spent months and months at a time in the islands doing other projects, doing other mission work. And I'm also a massage therapist, and I love doing massage.
I didn't know. I love this game.
Oh, sign me up, Natasha. I did not know that about my coworker. I love that. I'm finding things out. Good morning, everybody. My name is Marie Fitzpatrick, and I am from the Chicago region. I try not to sound like an SNL skit, but it will come back because I've been told I have a very strong Midwestern accent, so very proud of that. But I pulled a blue, and I love this because what career did I have before financial aid? And my career was being a student. I have worked in financial aid since the Monday after I graduated high school. I went into my college. I was having problems with my financial aid and didn't know if I was able to attend, and they realized that I was local and they needed help over the summer, and they said, hey, do you have a summer job? And I said, no. And they said, would you like to work here? I said, yes. And I have never left the profession. So that is like 35 years. Which is why I look so tired. So, yeah, I've never done anything else. I had a brief stint in the bursar's office for a year, but we won't talk about that. And I went straight back to financial aid. So, but I actually did financial aid in the bursar's office, sort of. So I don't really count that. I consider it all financial aid. So it's a pleasure being with you here today, and you won't hear me until this afternoon. So.
Hi, I'm Virginia Higgins. I work the Region 9, out of the Region 9 and 10, so out of the San Francisco office and the Seattle office, but I live in San Diego. Remember that, you'll be tested later. So those of you on the West Coast, I'm probably your training officer, and I got the top one. How and when did you begin your career in financial aid? Well, I got just a few years less than Marie has. I have 33 years in financial aid. I was 10 when I started. But I started at Disneyland, and then my husband at the time and I moved from the Orange County area to Stockton. He got a job, and I needed a job, so I ended up working in the admissions office at San Joaquin Delta Community College, which tied in with the fact all of my family has been teachers, so we've always been in education. And from there, I went in the financial aid office, you know, out of the frying pan into the fire. Then I worked at Cal State Sacramento for a few years in financial aid. And then I got hired by the department, which was almost exactly 20 years ago. So that's how I got started. It's not like I sat in my room at night going, when I grow up, I want to be a financial aid person. Doesn't work that way, but once you're here, you're here, you're stuck. So looking forward to a good day with all of you and the rest of the week. Oh, and I live with my daughter and my absolutely gorgeous 5-year-old grandson and 3 dogs and a cat.
Good morning. My name's Jody Sears, and I work very closely with Marie Fitzpatrick because I too am in the Chicago office, and maybe my accent isn't quite as pronounced as Marie's, but we'll see. It comes out. So I pulled a green M&M. So what is my hobby? I actually have several. If you ask my kids, it would be house cleaning. I clean like an enthusiast. They've offered 12-step programs for me. I've declined them all. I love gardening, actually. Love to grow things. And I remember when my kids were little, I wanted to grow pumpkins. I wanted to grow pumpkins. So I bought a seed, and I told them at the beginning of the summer, this will be a pumpkin pie by Thanksgiving. And I did it. The pumpkin pie was not that good. Apparently the processing of pie pumpkins is a little harder than I anticipated. But fortunately, my husband, too, loves to garden, so I do more of the directing. He does the labor. But that's what we do, and we actually have a lovely growing season in Chicago. It's short, but it works. So happy to be here with you today. I'll be covering the first session. We'll be talking about all things CPS, so I look forward to working with you.
Morning. My name's Matt Staples, and I work out of the Kansas City Regional Office. Anybody here from that area? No one? Really? Oh, okay. There's one. So I got the blue, and so what was my career? I was a college student, so I started doing this many years ago, decades ago. And unless you want to count that I worked at Arby's, and I had a paper route, but those don't really pay very well for a career. So anyway, I hope everyone enjoys their time here and get a chance to meet everybody. So thank you. Next.
Good morning, everyone. My name is David Bartnicki, Regional Training Officer out of the Atlanta office. Do we have any schools from the Southeast here? Yes. What is this white stuff? You know? I picked yellow, which says, what makes you happy and why? Training on Title IV aid, rules and regulations. That's why I'm here today, right? Actually, I have 3 teenage sons, 3 of them, all teenagers, going through all kinds of issues. I have a wife who is my true boss and tells me what to do, and a dog who's crazy. So what makes me really happy is getting out of the house. And I told them this conference is 3 weeks long, so if they call you, just let them know. I have a couple of sessions today, so you'll hear enough from me. Thanks.
All right, guys, you have about 10 minutes to do this exercise at your table to get to know each other. Are you ready? All right, go for it.